Would I recommend it? I don't know. I'd recommend all the stories. Just give it a shot. I don't know what you're gonna think. This is my opinion. My opinion is that it's crap. It's like a literal swinter out there. Like, it's not spring. We're not doing spring this year. It's literally swinter. Like on that show, Phineas and Ferb, a combination of summer and winter. The temperature out there is summer, but there's snow on the ground. In the middle of the afternoon, it's a giant death wave of heat. In the middle of the night, it's a giant death wave of cold. And it's like in between like 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock in the morning, or 3 o'clock and 6 o'clock in the evening, that it's safe to go outside. It's kind of like all the seasons of the year at an extreme every day. The morning is spring, afternoon summer, evening fall, night winter. So I don't know what the season, whoever controls the seasons is doing up there. It's like he's causing a massacre. Right, massacre. No one ever really uses that word, do they? What's up, guys? Probably not maybe your favorite YouTuber here. I don't think I ever filmed a video in here before. Oh, and by the way, I wasn't joking about the temperatures outside, but like, it literally is really hot out there. Here, I can show you if you want. Hey, look. There's snow on the ground, but like, it's a really clear sky, and like, the sun's up there. I can't look at it, so I can't be sure if I'm filming it or not. So, like, it's times like this when, like, it feels unnatural. Like, it's not, like, warm, it's not cool. It's, like, it's an extreme cold, but it's an extreme hot at the same time. It's not... It sounds like that would never happen, I know, but it is actually true. It actually feels like it's really, really freezing, and it also feels like I'm about to boil to death. Oh, dang it, now I can't see anything. It's so dark down here. I can't... Right, I stepped on that thing. Okay, okay, I can see, but, like, it's really, I can barely see anything. God, I need to switch to another room where I'm more familiar with the surroundings. Whoa, 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 whoa. What the heck was that? Something wrong with my teleportation? Wait. It's fine that time. It was fine that time. That was on, something just kind of glitched there. What the hell? A whole bunch of my hair just disappeared. What the frick is going on? Okay, whatever, I don't know, maybe that was just a glitch in the thing. I'm sure it's nothing. Okay, where was I? I don't know, I just started again. Hey, what's up, guys? It's probably not your favorite YouTuber here, and welcome to my review of story number 22. I'm just doing that. On the Massacre of St. Bartholomew's Eve. Can you see this? Future me, can you zoom in at all? It's like zoom in. Okay? Can you guys see it? Okay. Okay, so, before we move on to the review, I should tell you that this story is well famous in my mind for boring me to death. I don't think I really ever went through the story and fully paid attention to it. Very similar to the Web Planet. You asked me what the plot in the Web Planet was. I know there's giant bees, I know there's giant ants, I know there's the weird new thing, but I don't really know exactly what they were doing. I remember the weird spider thing, they were trying to stop it, but I couldn't really pay attention to what they were doing. The same with the Massacre. I read some summaries online. It's just, there are no telesnaps, there are no surviving clips at all. Like, the very beginning of the first episode, it doesn't pick up where the Dalek's master plan left off, and the very end of the last episode, it doesn't go into the arc, so we can't reuse those clips. It's literally just going to be recons the entire way throughout, and the audio track is crap. So, maybe I'll try my hardest, guys. Okay, that's all I can do. Whoa, okay. Wasn't expecting it to come out that quickly. Okay, what is the condition of this disc? Does it look scratched in any way? It looks reasonable enough. This is a different... Sorry, I'm in an entirely different room. The room that I'm normally in isn't currently available. If you guys are going to say, wow, this one even has a VCR, well, the other one has a VCR too. I know that's a Blu-ray player, but take a quick look at it. How are we doing? We're good. Who do we got this time? Oh, this guy looks like he's more into it.
Temporarily moving away from the science fiction style usually associated with. Sadly, no episodes of the Massacre of S.T.
Yeah, no crap.
Photographic or otherwise exist for the story.
No, nothing exists. Not little nothing. Except the audio.
We join the Doctor and his traveling companion, Stephen Taylor.
See, this isn't from the Massacre, this is from the Daleks' master plan.
12-part adventure with the infamous Daleks. TARDIS arrives in Paris, France in the summer of 1572. The religious tension is stretched to breaking point by the large Huguenot presence in the city that have assembled for the royal wedding between the Protestant Prince Henry of Navarre and the Catholic Princess Marguerite, sister of the king.
Am I supposed to know who these guys are? I don't know, I don't find history that.
They've arrived just a few days away from the massacre of St. Bartholomew's Eve.
That's funny because in the Mythmakers, she said something and then ended it with the Mythmakers. This one, he ended it with Massacre of St. Bartholomew's Eve. I don't think they did that with the Daleks' Master Plan or Mission to the Unknown. They just said, sit back and hope you enjoyed it as much as anyone else did, blah, blah, blah. And so, I hope I'm not offending anyone who really likes this story, because I know this story is very popular to some people. I don't know, I just couldn't pay attention. I don't know. I don't know. Well, let's see how I do. We'll sit back. Even the soundtrack buffered right there. One thing's for sure, my stepmom isn't going to do that great when she gets to this episode on my second channel. Link in the description. If that doesn't work, CAREALOO space PHE space 2ND. It's in my featured channels if you look at my main channel. Look at this. This is clearly not a picture. How is this a picture? This is seriously what they use. I can barely read that. A boy kicks a ball of paper along the street. I was going to say, did they have balls back here?
We're in Paris. My soldier boy. Well now, don't you disposal? Who's going in change? Well, have you got the right clothes? You'd be surprised what I got in my wardrobe.
You mean Steven hasn't even seen the wardrobe yet, but he's been traveling since the end of season 2.
Excuse me? Yes? Can you tell me the way to the Port Saint Martin?
Did you hear that? Can you tell me the way to Paris? Whatever. Listen. Listen. Listen to when he says way.
Excuse me? Yes? Can you tell me the way to the Port Saint Martin?
I'm pretty sure it's not the disc. It must be the audio track. I'm gonna have to buy the CD. Not sure if I'd want to spend money on it, though. I'm probably not gonna buy it. Listen to it. I'm probably not gonna listen to it.
Certainly. But the missing girl is at the house of Admiral de Coligny. Fetch her tomorrow Bring her to me.
It was a very good idea for a cliffhanger, and I quite respect it. I say this is an amazing thing for the cliffhanger. Every single thing that has to do with a superhero or a hero or protagonist or whatever, there's gotta be an episode eventually when either the main character gets possessed or mind controlled or something, or they somehow get duplicated. This has technically already been done before. In The Chase, the Daleks made a robot version of the Doctor. Now we got this guy, who looks exactly like the Doctor and sounds exactly like the Doctor, because he was also played by William Hartnell. Very good idea for a cliffhanger. Still find this story boring, but I respect that cliffhanger. Good job, BBC. Why am I saying good job? You called like 5 of my videos for copyright, although technically you didn't really take any of them down. Well, you did take one of them down, then I removed that clip and put it back up again. But you demonetized a lot of my videos. Whatever. I'm actually impressed with how well I'm doing. I'm getting some stuff. Like, Steven mistaked the guy who looks like the Doctor for the Doctor, and now everyone thinks that he's a spy, and he's trying to prove, like, no, I can prove the Doctor looks like him, or maybe that is really the Doctor and he's pretending to be him, and Steven has no idea what the heck to think. He's the only companion now, it's just the Doctor and him. I don't think the Doctor even appeared here. That's odd, because normally when the Doctor doesn't appear, that means that William Hartnell was on vacation, but now he's just playing the other guy. Steven is the only companion now, so he can't, like, talk to anyone. He's just like, oh, I don't know what to do I get it. I think I get it. We're supposed... I know that the guy who looks like the Doctor isn't the Doctor because I've read the summaries, but I'm supposed to think that it's the Doctor and he's dead. And Steven's all freaking out. He's confused as heck because he doesn't know. He was certain that he's the Doctor, and now it's like, oh, he's dead? Oh, well then he can't be the Doctor because the Doctor doesn't die, right? Heh I'm not stranded here, right? Heh I'm not stranded here in the massacre, and I'm not gonna die, right? One more episode left. I don't quite get this. So the Doctor's all like, no, we can't take the girl because there's a giant massacre going on right now. And Steven wanted to take a girl that he's been with throughout this entire story, and the Doctor's like, no, we can't change history. But, like, technically the rescue and where Steven was from, that should be history to him. And he was kind of cool with leaving them on the TARDIS. Although Steven, I guess, kind of hijacked. And the Doctor couldn't really do anything about that because he still can't control where it goes. And then we have this giant montage of obviously not real pictures of the Massacre of St. Bartholomew's Eve, which goes on for, like, a few minutes. Okay, well, that last scene is pretty much the only thing that I can really pay attention to in this story. Because it is just, I really love that scene. It's probably one of my favorite scenes of the first Doctor, even though this is probably my least favorite story with him in it. I'm not sure. Maybe the least favorite of them all, I don't know. So Steven gets really ticked off that she couldn't save the girl, and then because he has fallen victim to love, and he puts that over, traveling through time and space, and says, okay, Doctor, the next time that we land, I'm getting off. But how is that going to help anyway? I guess that he's just kind of ticked off and doesn't want to go through the Doctor if he's okay just leaving people there. And then supposedly Steven's gone for the show, and then the Doctor is just like, they're all gone now. Because this is the first time ever that the Doctor has been by himself, the only member of the TARDIS crew, because before Gallifrey, before Gallifrey. After Gallifrey, he was always traveling with Susan, and then when Susan left, he still had Barbara and Ian. When Barbara and Ian left, he still had Vicky, and very soon later, Stephen. When Vicky left, he still had Stephen and Katarina. When Katarina left, he still had Stephen. When Sarah left, he still had Stephen. And now Stephen's left, and now he's got nobody. So, he's sitting down, he's sulking, he's like, maybe I should just go back to Gallifrey, but I can't, because I can't control the dang TARDIS. And then, Dodo, everyone's favorite companion, comes running into the TARDIS, and she's just like, where's the telephone? Like, what is her problem? I mean, like, I know that she's supposed to be like a teenager and, you know, really into adventure, but they're just like, you may never see your home again, you know, if you come with us. And she's just like, I don't care. Like, I don't know. I mean, like, I would probably choose wandering through time and space over, and never seeing my home again over just living a normal life. But I wouldn't be like, I don't care. Because I'd have to, like, think about it, even though I know exactly what I'd choose. But, anyway, so, and before they take off, Stephen comes rushing in because apparently policemen are coming, which shows that Stephen is just a loyal friend. Because, think about it, like, Stephen is from the far future, and he, one day, he just finds Barbara and Susan and the doctor, who finally take him from his prison on Mechanus, and take him on a giant trip through time and space. And then soon it's just narrowed down to just Stephen and the doctor traveling, so, and then Stephen gets ticked off, and now he's in this place, which is history to him, and like all the forms of advanced technology, iPods, iPhones, computers, TVs that are bigger than a radio, are all gone, and he's just gonna be like, whatever, at least I won't be seeing anyone die anymore. But he didn't see anyone die. Well, I guess he saw Sarah and Katarina die. But anyway, so then he goes off, but then all of a sudden he sees two policemen coming towards the TARDIS, and he's like, oh, I better warn the doctor. Then he runs in, he's like, doctor, you gotta take off now. And the doctor's just like, what? Okay. And then he takes off, and Stephen's just like, how did you get here? Doctor, why did you let her in here? And the doctor's just like, what was I supposed to do? You said take off, and then put that. And they're just arguing, and then Dodo's just kind of chilling there, smiling her head off. And, yeah. And the doctor says, like, Stephen, don't you think that she looks a lot like my granddaughter Susan? And Stephen's just like, I never met your granddaughter, dummy. I think, yeah, so far, like, up to this point, I think Susan is the only companion that Stephen hasn't met. Because he met Barbara and Ian. He met Vicky. Isn't it weird that Stephen never questioned where Barbara and Ian was when he found on the TARDIS? I don't know, but anyway. He met Barbara and Ian, he met Vicky, he met Katarina, he met Sarah. And now he's met Dodo. Susan's the only companion that he hasn't met. But, anyway. It was intended that in the scene in 1966, it was intended that Barbara and Ian were going to be walking down the street, but unfortunately it wasn't going to be available to them. And, yeah, and then Barbara and Ian are just, like, so obviously if Barbara and Ian didn't go on the Dalek spaceship, then they would have found their home anyway. It's just they'd be 3 years out instead of 2. And, so, yeah. And then there's a woman who's watching the TARDIS go away. We're supposed, at first you'd think that we're supposed to assume that she's Dodo's mother or something, but then Dodo claimed that she doesn't have any parents, so I don't know. Anyway, The Massacre of St. Bartholomew's Eve, would I recommend it? No. Seriously. Would I recommend this story? No. You're not going to be entertained at all. There's a, that many people say that they like this story, but many people who aren't that fond of recons just say, nah. And just, Massacre of St. Bartholomew's Eve, apparently, like, half the people really like, it's like Man of Steel, like, half the people really love it, and then the other people hate it. And you can watch the story for yourself, and you're not going to be, like, okay with it. You're either going to love it, or you're going to hate it. It's going to be one of the two. Check out the story, and see what you like. So would I recommend it? I don't know. I'd recommend all the stories. just give it a shot. I don't know what you're gonna think. This is my opinion. My opinion is that it's crap, but I don't know if that's gonna be your opinion. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like so that I know that you enjoyed it. If you didn't like it, please leave a dislike so that I know that you didn't enjoy it. Leave a comment down below if you liked it. Tell me why, because it feels awesome to get some motivation. And if you didn't like it, leave a Can you even see me? This whole time, you've just been kind of seeing that glare, haven't you? Leave a comment down below saying why you didn't like it so that I can improve for next time. And if you're not going to tell me how to improve, I'm just going to treat you just like as if we're alike. And subscribe so that I know when this video comes out. Thanks again so much for watching. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. And the next Doctor Who video too, where I'll be reviewing story number 23, The Ark. Finally, a story that is not going to be telesnaps at all. The very earliest Season 3 story to have all its episodes there. And we're almost at the end of Season 3. So, see you then, guys. Bye. Also, I gotta find out what went wrong with that teleportation thing.